Mm. Good. Happy Sunday. Wherever you are in this universe, if you are living in this university, it just means that you are salt of the earth. Okay, your heart chakra is online, it is healthy, it is activated. And yeah, it doesn't mean that you're perfect, but it means that that's something that's uh, in order, okay, in proper function, if you will. And I say it that way for a reason. I just want to say I honor you if that is you, because I get that um, in this matrix of existence, this illusionary shit, it's really, really, really cinchy, really easy, very easy to be uh, to humanity, or I could even better state it, to come with sovereignty, to come the essence of light origins. It's easy to shut that off. Very easy. And, yeah, and this it's a reading that's been done. And it's done for me right now. I see something like the initials of uh, Karmic Fem that's hiding near an honorable fem is dot dot dot. And then I think it says something like two masculines might dot dot dot. And that's because of what came out in the actual reading. Okay. So this is a collective, not be for you. Your discretion is advised. Please use wisdom. Please be balanced. All things with a grain of salt. With all that being said, know your life. And this is not in lieu of any medical, financial, or any otherwise professional service, guidance, and advice. Um, again, take full responsibility for your life. You want to be safe. Okay, you want to operate when it comes to action. It's okay, your behalf, on your children's behalf, and so forth. Okay, or people are helping or trying to trap you up and make you look some kind of way. Okay, so this is past, present, and future. This is something else I've learned several years ago because technically everything is happening at one time. Technically, we get into all of that because that's not what this is about. Because of that, often there's when you're just learning or you're trying to figure it all out and you're getting all these images or downloads or things, you're like, what the hell? You don't know for a long time the difference between implanted shit by the powers that be. You see what I'm saying? It all just simply happens with time as you work through it. To what you're experiencing. If you know what I'm saying? There needs to be a merge of sorts. If you find it, then proceed with caution. And with that being said, We're going to go ahead and get into what came out in the reading. You all may be seeing on the screen. Let me double check to see here. Okay. Yep. I while being an accessory involves helping as committed. Aiding and abetting requires active participation crimes, whatever the actual crime is, the crime's execution, such as providing assistance or encouragement before or during the crime. And assessing, in contrast, helps the perp, okay, evade justice after the crime is complete, such as by hiding the offender, destroying them. So many of you have other feminists, you already know that you have people that's obsessed with your wherever you are, whatever you do, your children, um, and it is sickening, it's jaw dropping, should really shake the world out of its shoes, okay? It should, it doesn't because the world is stuck. Majority, let me rephrase that just to be fair. Majority, okay, a large mass majority is stuck. They are being driven by their primitive nature, okay? And what is that? The mystic side of us, passions. This would be unnatural passions as well, such as, okay, crime, prejudices, racism, discrimination, as well as entitlement, gluttony, greed, and fear of not having enough. Okay, so folks are ran by that, which means it's many are willing to participate in what you're looking at on the screen. While simultaneously, both the ones that the crimes have been committed against, this is also a part of the cover. They could somehow get rid of the one that the crime is committed against, that they don't have to worry about it. Then at least so they think. At least so they think that they won't have to worry about anything alluding to the fact that they've committed crimes on that person. If they can alive that person and get some kind of legal trouble, if they can make that person appear a certain way so that no one will take the person seriously, trying to deal with the criminal acts that have been committed against them. Many of you, depending on when you click on the screen, when you see this video, they're on the premises of where you are right now. Okay? But again, this depends on plan out for you. Some of you, they're right next to you, next door in the house next door. Others of you, they're right above you, stairs from you. Others of you, they're below. It just depends. Many of you, they're right now. And right now being when you click on the video. Now, if this is when if you're watching live and you feel like this is resonating, then this means it's going to be Sunday, November the, is it the 16th? November the 16th, 2025, and it's approximately 11:52 a.m. US, East Texas. response when you're working them off. Okay, that's where I'm recording. Okay, for you is where you are as you live. If you feel like this is for you in the present, but it may be in the future, and it also it's already been played out in the past. Now, I'm gonna get to that because I got the read in front of me here in a minute. The reason why is strategic and these things is because trickster energy. So I'm over here. So yeah, be true. I'm over here. See, they crazy. They're delusional calls the delusional calling delusional things of stuff. They do. Now, for some of you, it's a situation where a family member could have outed them. Okay, family member could have outed them, and they could be running from two masculines. They're afraid to be. If the masculines don't know there's two masculines, they came out with one feminine. Well, let me take that. Yeah, there's two masculines that came out with one feminine. It could be a little bit more masculine, but the feminine came in reverse, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So um, she doesn't have to be a water sign. This could just be meaning that she was a figure and a map. This could also be indicating somebody who's emotionally immature, undeveloped, but highly manipulative, okay, emotionally abusive. They could be cut off from their emotions. It's a lot to that. Okay, they don't have to be a water sign. This could be indicating that it's somebody's mother, or like I said, it's somebody's mother figure, somebody's sibling, baby mama, but definitely toxic. For some of you, it is a water sign. We had a whole lot of water come out with one of the tarot decks because I used two tarot for an oracle, two tarot, and then I used my initial deck. Okay. That's what hiding is all about. Helping. And every reason under the sun to get you in trouble. Isn't that fascinating? I think it is. That's kind of why I kind of laugh. Okay, anywho, so the masculine energies we had King of Pentacles and King of Wands. Now, again, they don't have to be earth or fire. Okay, this could be just simply two with earth. You know, this could be what they're operating in primarily. This could also be why this energy was attached to these. Okay, the purpose, which has the material, and you know, it's got the day trader, the journalist. Okay, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag. These came out in the reverse and the oracle, and then square, challenge, house, fruits, trying, love, upright, Sagittarius, allowing, yeah, devil, and Capricorn here from the other tarot, chariot, devil, the chariot in the upright, hangman in the reverse, but he's face the two of cups, six of cups, leave at the bottom of the deck. The two of cups, so y'all know where this is going. People from your past lovers. Um, we had three of wands, virtue in the reverse, ten of cups. This person was wow, what they did in the past. We have it's virtue, which is three of wands, but it's a fire truck. It's one in the reverse, so it's like in the past they did in order to get you see what I'm saying, to hurt somebody on fire truck or ambulance, fire truck, they usually coming in for the rescue, they're coming in to put out a fire, save the day. And this depiction is somebody climbing up a ladder, from the fire truck, and the upright and the reverse is implying taking somebody down. Okay? Somebody's sick, walking distance, walking somebody's that's help them. Could be also what they did to the child with the sun here, or affection, maybe a child's energy and light, okay, or someone that is or a child light. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They all shine. Oh, ten of cups here, somebody's ten of S-A-T-I-E-T-Y, happiness, and then one of the persons is touching somebody's mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna go there. Go to as I'm like that one. It's weird enough already. It's like it's crazy. Weird enough already. Like, mm, anyhow, chances are if you want to listen, this is apply like a present you, you to the left of you, to the right of you. Okay, but you already know. You go, so what they're looking down is possibly that is generic from the some English and TS, but they do it off their process, the generic form. I think they're doing the project, or they're being brought from conjuring or being a doula. Maybe they just being a doula, which typically is to aid and about to transition away. They could have violated that. Okay. That's been so being back from being either speaking with the dead or as, you know, even conjuring within this way and all of it. But whatever this is, something happened. This is somebody that's found some legal trouble that they may not be telling everybody about. Okay. The only ones that may know are the ones that could be assisting with aiding and abetting in some kind of way. Everybody else know that this person got some legal trouble in free so and so, legal trouble in state. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, this element of right social justice came in unrest. And in this, hold on a second. Maybe I can share a video. From the Mean Girls says justice. Okay, the sword is down. Looks like the top looks here. First looks like it's being dropped. And the crown is on it. It says, "In Samuel, body, army of tanks." Okay. This person could have been very well a part of the army. This person could have paid, Aaron Sanders could have paid for her to have fucking help. Just throwing some shit out there. Okay, I don't know. I'm looking at the card. It's like at Sam. So this could be like somebody that was like overly male centered in a toxic way and was appealing to the red pill dude, but they really hated these dudes. See, played on these dudes' weakness kind of vibe and used their hot rod that they purchased. Okay. In some cases, not all the cases, I'm being silly. Everybody didn't purchase, okay? But some cases, bitch, yes, they did, bitch, yes, the fuck. And, ain't nothing wrong with it, but let's not pretend like that's the way motherfuckers came out the hoes hoo-ha, because it ain't so. Okay? Anywho, I'm just saying, because we be on, folks be on when it's like, don't do that. Okay, listen, I'm not against any of this shit, so don't go there either. I feel like shit, if you got it to do, boom, bitch. Hopefully it's ethical and clean and safe and healthy, and hopefully you're, developing as a person and not relying totally on that shit. But I don't have nothing against that stuff and whatsoever. I'm just chicken. I'm just one that's chicken shit as it pertains to I don't want to go under no knife unnecessarily. Okay. Um, so as I don't trust these suckers. Shit. Oh. Let me come back. I'm just saying, I don't know, bitch. I don't know. We just because people be having on an outfit, some shit on the wall. I done see some crazy motherfuckers with outfits and shit on the wall. They turned out to be not all that okay. They just went through a program, got a skill set. Okay. Um, Anywho, I'm getting off track here. So the reason why I'm clowning is because it's like sometimes people be forgetting. It's like, don't do that. Don't act like that. First and foremost, let me just say I'm not into shaming, body shaming. I only get into clowning because people be clowning the collective. Okay, be trying to clown. But me as a person, as a standard, is not how I operate. Okay, any kind of body shaming, whether that's to do with complexion, body shape, weight, size. I personally, but that's maturation, that's development. Okay. It's also, decency. I see worth and value in people beyond that. um but the only reason why I do is because these be people that think they shit don't stink. They, because motherfuckers then swole their head up. Okay. And it's like, don't be like that. Because listen, some of these folks got aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, daughters, sons. Hear me out. That they body ain't the shit. Okay. So to be, trying to clown folk, it's stupid. It's like your mama body ain't shit. Your auntie, you know what I'm saying? I don't see you clowning them. I don't see you talking shit about that. Huh? I don't see you talking about they busted. When it comes to them, you sit up there trying to blow smoke up their rear, telling them, you know what I'm saying, body positivities and shit. you know, that's why I talk like that, because it's like, don't go there. And would be the first ones that's upset if somebody were to be cruel or mean or insensitive, or were to be clowning their fat mama, you know what I'm saying, or their fat sister, or their, whatever, misshapen, cousin, aunt TT, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. Would be pissed, be ready to have a fight, bitch, ready to act ghetto and everything. So it's like, stop that bullshit. Stop that. And for some of us, it's like, you only got it because, like I said, you paid good money because you was 300 pounds. Paid good money for that over the years. Okay? So stop that. Folks need to quit. But the thing about it is, a lot of people have their essence and identity seriously tied into that shit. And this is how they make themselves feel like they're better than and superior. And the reason why I'm stopping here again, because on the justice card in this particular deck, it says hot body army of skanks. That's what it says on the card. That wasn't me being sassy. That wasn't me being clown. That is literally what's on the card. And as I'm doing this, there's people driving up and down that I can see. I see people on their scooters. I see it's the same. They're all intertwined together in this particular reading. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been in sync. It wouldn't have came on cue just like that. These are people that are involved. Some of them are casting spells on the person's behalf because this person's lost their power. Okay. So the only thing that they can do is teach the people, which is creating a shit show storm problem for all of them. But this particular, whoever this is, they don't even care. They do not care about that. And they also know that it ain't going to work. They're just hoping for enough distraction and enough, like I said, enough of the low key bullshit. They just hoping maybe They're just hoping, like maybe the collective will get in trouble, or maybe, they're trying. It's really futile. And a lot of people are running their lives for this person. Whoever it is, there's a whole lot of folks, places, communities, cities, businesses, organizations they don't know yet, but they will. They will. And in the end, still won't get the ultimate prize that they thought that they were going to get. Possible initials are W. This could be first, middle, last. For some of you, I have to say this because if you got karmics that are similar to the karmics I deal with, they have like a trillion aliases that they actually use. They got about 20 social security numbers and about 20, aliases and other names that they have actually used. Okay. And have gone by. So you all are going to just have to take this as a res. Okay. So we have W like water, P like Paul, M like Mary, F like in Frank, S as in school, E as in egg, L as in love, O as in octopus, and R as in radio. Okay. So those are some of the first, middle, or last initials of the karmics that are hiding near the honorable feminine, possibly feminine. If you all are in a house, this could be house next door, across the street. Okay. Wherever you frequent, wherever you lay your head. For some of you, they're in the same apartment complex as your children, to the left of you, to the right of you, above you, or below you. But those are the initials, the possible first, middle, last initials, or one of their aliases, because these karmics are criminals. They're not first offenders either. Okay. They're not first offenders. We all have a story. We've all been young and stupid and under the influence and trying to impress somebody. And, everybody's got a story. Okay. But these particular, they have a rap sheet. Okay. Um, and they're older. So it's not like some young kid, young punk, some young kids, some 20-year-old. No, these is old hoes. Okay. For the most part, these are old hoes, 40 and up for the most part. Some cases 30s. Okay. Um, yeah, there you have it. So let's, just go ahead and these men, yeah. Let's see. This she's frightened. I just pulled it. This karmic is frightened. And they're worried, these two men. Yep, these are the two men. Yeah. Yep, they're scared something about these two men. I don't know who these men are, if they're relatives of hers, or if these are men she dated, if these are men you dated. Um, okay, they're mad. They act like they're embarrassed. They could be mad that they couldn't embarrass you, or they're embarrassed. Or they're embarrassed because they couldn't make you stay sad or something like that. Or because that got exposed, it fell on the sun. They're not confused, or they could be embarrassed because you're not confused. That you can clearly see something here. And
Yeah, that what they were trying to do to you, maybe that they were doing shit to make you irritable, grumpy, so that you could appear a certain way. And now they're feeling grouchy. Um, Good grief. Okay. 10845. I get it. Yeah. Yeah. They Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords is going in the reverse. So that shit is tearing their ass up. It's tearing that ass up. Because it was pushed to you and your children. Okay. It's pushed to you and your children. They could be trying to act like they ain't tripping. The seducer, Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. Shit ain't working. King of Swords is in the reverse. The hacker, people hacking into your account. These are people that's been seducing motherfuckers to hack into your shit, and people finna get that ass towed up. Yes, they are, because this is a hoe that's been putting shit. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers drinks to get them to do shit. Going out and sprinkle, so the motherfucker, will hack your accounts, your internet, your devices. These people about to get that ass. Seven of Swords, that ass fucked, and not in a good way. Yeah, Fool in the reverse. This was foolish. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they're trying to hide from this because this was foolish. To try to poison you. This is somebody that was paying people to poison you. Put shit in y'all's drinks. Okay, put shit in your house, in your drinks, your children's drinks. Could have been paying the property managers or their staff to do that, as to keep their hands clean, or other residents that is just as loopy as they are. Um, they're getting some kind of bad news though. Somebody, because there's some energies realizing that this was foolish. This was really foolish to really think you can get this close to the sun and not get exposed. But see, this is what happens with people's obsessions. It was foolish to think you could get that close to the sun. Yeah, there goes one of the killers right now driving up and down the street. In a fatigue looking vehicle. Probably fucking her too. Or probably one of the sorcerers. One of these wizards and shit. Yeah, this is somebody that was paying people to come for you and your children in whatever town, city, state, complex. Yeah. And people was dumb enough to go along with it. Yeah, this was poor investments. This is somebody that was stealing, had people hacking to try to figure out what your plans were. This is kind of why they get into that aspect, because they hope to find out if they can hack your technology, then maybe they can stumble across maybe some correspondences or your search engine, or this is some of what they've been doing and calling it power. That's not power, baby. That's called cyber criminality. That's not power. If I break into somebody's house and I go, let's say I have access because I know someone, and I use that access and I go upstairs to their room and I go in their closet, blah blah blah, and I see blah 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 blah, and then I go and reference blah blah blah. This is what I see, blah blah blah. I'm not powerful. What I did was I went into somebody's spot, and that's not power. So these are people who have been doing that to try to pass themselves off as some shit as well. People who lost their power. So to try to pass themselves off as something powerful, they seduce, the judicial system, people that are managers, and they seek and target leaders that they can seduce in one way, shape, form, or fashion, so that they can have access to somebody's shit, so that they can then try to plot and scheme against it, and then make it come off as some kind of big and almighty powerful spell work, when it's just nothing but a bunch of criminal activity. Yeah, and I got the Queen of Cups in another deck in the reverse. So this is clarifying that this is definitely, and it's the therapist in the reverse. So this is somebody who needs therapy. This could be somebody who try to act like they're a teacher. This is also somebody who exploits people's secrets and stuff. Like she try to seduces people and then use it against them later when they don't want nothing to do with her. And this is also somebody who's got a whole lot of skeletons in their own closet, which is, what I'm saying? Um, yeah, why people are not wanting to invest in her anymore, and what they're concerned about and what they are running from. Okay. The Fool in the reverse. What is some of the karmic ramification that this person that is hiding, running from either some family members, lovers, the law? Oh, they could be running because, let's say somebody, this is not gonna be for all of us, okay? Because remember, this collective. But let's say they got arrested or something, and then the person bailed them out and like footed. Let's say somebody had like footed the money or something, and that person was supposed to like go to court or whatever the case to, and they didn't, which means that put this person in some kind of debt. Like it got them caught up because they the ones that footed the money, or some shit like that. Ooh, that's for somebody. That could be why they're scared of that person, because that person could be pissed because they foot the bail money or they paid for a lawyer, something like that. They had helped them out, or something. Yeah, high priestess. Yeah, look at, she's foolish. She's still foolish. She's still up here trying to plot, plan, and scheme. Futility, and this is futile. Seven of Swords. She hiding, and it's foolish because she ain't got no new beginning, but she's seducing people to do it, to hide, to keep her hidden. Then this is gonna be futile. Good gravy. Yeah, she's trying to keep herself out of jail. She's trying to figure out how to stay out of jail. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles reverse. She ain't got no job no more. If she had a job, she ain't got no job no more. Okay, this shit ain't working. People are seeing her as a burden and don't want to work with her. Other people getting out of jail. It's like, look, bitch, you cool, you cool, you cool and everything. We have a good time. We laugh. We tell a few jokes. You know, I ain't going to jail for you though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in going to jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in ruining me and my family life in order to preserve you when you're guilty, bitch. I'm not interested in putting me in my chair and, you know, my whole get up. You know what I'm saying? I got my own shit to worry about. I got my own shit. I got my own skeletons. I got my own shit. I really can't afford to be in your shit. Okay, you cute and we like you good, you funny. Okay. But this is too much because I got children that I actually do care for. I care for mine. I actually care about mine. Yep. Terrifying. This could be a Taurus she is concerned about. But it's gonna be foolish if this person is sitting there trying to figure out, take a bath, how she can seduce some church leader or some police officer or whatever this is. Mm-mm. And it's gonna turn real bad. If there was somebody crooked, that was something that's gonna turn bad for all of them. Mm. Yeah, she's disappointed or yeah, sad because Seven of Wands in the reverse. She don't have no defense. She's losing protection. What she did to try to, whatever these energies collective have done to secretly, you know, come against you, your like take down your defenses. In other words, infiltrate you and your children's space. They gonna get that ass fucked for that. Bad, real bad. Okay. In other words, like using people, like I said, putting poison in on your property and your drinks. Um, they're gonna be fucked bad. Ooh-wee. And doing that in the name of trying to free themselves from burdens that actually belong to them. Because here's the thing, this is a projection. These are people who don't know how to take accountability for their life. So they run to you. They run to you every time, pretending like that's not who they are and what they've been doing. They hoover you around like the hunchback of Notre Dame, following you around the ethers, following you around the universe, acting like that's not what the fuck they doing. Every time they fuck their life good and plenty, which they typically always do. Because they keep trying to fuck yours. And then when they get into trouble, then here they come. Hunched back, lurking around where you at, wanting to project their burdens onto you and your children to save their own ass. And all these motherfuckers lacking class is gonna go down with that ass. Seven of Cups in reverse. They gonna go down with that ass. Because this was dishonorable to do this to you and your children, and the people who joined in that is equally as dishonorable as this hoe. Yes. Empress in the reverse, who's trying to like steal your healing, take your, you know, fuck with your healing, your self-esteem, trying to say that you're a bad mother, trying to do shit to make you not be able to be you see the sabotage there. In order to free themselves. Over and over again. This is a pumpkin head. This is a pumpkin head that keeps doing shit over and over again. Pleasure is going into the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse. repetitive cycles, refusing to transform. Okay, so now this is what's happening to them. Yeah, over and over, keep trying to attack you, keep trying to strip your defenses, keep trying to put you in position where you feel like you don't have any support. This energy is dishonorable, and this is something, this is why they're hiding. They're hiding because they're scared to get that ass beat. Okay, they scared that these men, because we got two masculines, I think they're scared of these men. I don't know if they're scared about you necessarily, feminine, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like physical, but I think they could be concerned about these men. I sure do. These men and whoever these men might be sending for them. Because they could have snuck, yeah, they snuck off. It was a failure. They stole something from old boy. They stole something from, they stole something. Oh, if they didn't steal, this was just a situation where, like I said, they were sneaky, they lied. And they also could have lied about where they were sneaking off to. Okay, and why they were sneaking off to somewhere. And yeah, they lied to these men. Justice is in the reverse. They feel like something is not fair. They feel like something is not fair. Whatever they did to these men was not fair. These men regret fucking with her. This could be biracial couples. It don't have to be, but there's a complexion difference. Pleasures in the reverse. It could be a biracial couple that regrets it as well, you know, or somebody from their past, your past, that y'all grew up with, that they grew up with. Why is these karmics feeling like something is unfair with Seven of Pentacles reverse as it pertains to them? Justice reverse and Five of Cups. We know that the men regret whatever this was, because it's like they invested. They could have been trying to stand up for her and support her, and it's coming out that this was not honorable. Okay. Ace of Wands is in the reverse. So they're upset because they're sick, or they're not going to get a new beginning. They're losing strength. Ace of Wands is in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. They're sick. This person could actually be sick. If they're not sick physically, then it's just that they're at a very, stalemate in their life. Their people are looking at them as disloyal. It's a shit show. People are no longer wanting to be loyal to them. They don't see how they can heal out of this. They don't see where they have any choices here. Domination is breaking because it says dominion in the reversed. Knight of Swords. I mean, they have anger there. They have anger problems because they have to face their worst fears. They're angry because the moon is coming in the reverse. They're disillusioned. Okay. They have inner child issues. They could be losing their intuition, but everything that they have been doing in the dark is being exposed, and they're being forced to see it, and people are being forced to see it. They can also be mad that you are not afraid. They can't keep doing the shit that they've been doing the same way they've been doing it, hiding moon shit, sending entities to you and your children, keep you under some kind of illusion that Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, they money hungry, and they're losing whatever shit that they've gotten. They could be finna go get a divorce, or people are holding back. They're trying to hold on to this shit. They control freak. They want to hold on to something that they can't. People are walking away. 8 of Cups. People can see the truth about it all. 2 of Cups in the reverse. Good gravy. Yeah, this person crazy. She a nut. Okay? Hiding shit. Was causing confusion here with this 2 of Swords. Doing bindings and domination and shit. Binding people and doing weird shit over and over and over again. Yeah, lying. Ace of Swords in reverse. You can't confuse people with this shit no more. She could be upset because you're healing and that this judgment is final. Judgment is no longer in their favor. I have the King of Cups here. Now we have 3 masculines coming out in the upright. And then Patience here. You could be healing. She could be no longer able to steal healing maybe from these men. For to balance themselves out and shit. That could be something that's being watched and dealt with. Weird ass. And now we have the Emperor. Okay, yeah, look, we got all masculines that's out because I have the King of Swords in the reverse on the floor. I have the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Emperor. So this is definitely something to do with masculine energy. That could be transforming, balancing out. And this person knows this, whatever this narcissistic energy here is on the ground, this corruption here. There could be a lot of masculines getting their head out of her ass. Whether that's they daddy, they stepdaddy, they baby daddy, you know what I'm saying? They baby daddies, brothers, cousins, uncles, like whatever they have been managed to, the delusion they had these men under, the domination. Whether this is nephew, like I said, cousins. Yeah. Ex-lovers of yours. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's some masculines that's some authority figures that's really seeing this. They're putting this picture together here. We have a journalist that could be putting it together, filmmaker, somebody that's taking photos and seeing what's happening, whether they think they're hiding or not. We have an emperor here. We have a day trader. So we got some intelligence that could be stepping up and seeing how sneaky this person was and what they've been sneaking and doing. Yep. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Hermit in the reverse, very petty, hidden dishonor. They're being exposed and going through the dark night of the soul. This person is like a child. They don't know how to go within. They don't want to go within. Yeah. It could be energies that no longer want to work with, this person, because this could be men that once upon a time was. These could be men she had spells on that she was seducing with the Knight of Cups. It says the seducer. So she was putting love spells on them. She was possibly putting domination on them, compels. She possibly actually literally put shit in their drinks. In this depiction, you see something in this person's drink. Ooh-wee. And if that's the case, this is something that could be breaking off. And that could be why they feel some kind of way. Anywho, so collective. Let's see, what is your overall encouragement pertains to if this is your reading and this person, these are the initials. Okay, people that's hiding near you. What's the encouragement? Okay, I looked over to the right. It says you're beautiful. Maybe you need to know that this person could have been the one that was attacking your physical, doing glamours, having people doing glamour spells on you, trying to affect your resources so that you can't do the things you need to take care of yourself. They needed you to feel ugly or be ugly so that they could feel beautiful. Neptune, dreams. It says imagination, memories, the subconscious, ideals, universal law, meditation, compassion, empathy. Okay, ether. Okay, so all this illusion, this Neptunian energy, the illusion, the revolution that was stopping your breakthroughs, this illusion that was taking your passion. Fifth house, Uranus, Neptune. The mystery that's been behind all of this stuff that was blocking your healing, that was ruining your reputation. The 10th house with the 11th house, people's perception, your perception. Yeah, these challenges here. This is about to change. Okay, what they did for fame, notoriety. Okay, what people did, patriarchy, what they did to steal your achievements or to block or something like that here. 10th house. You're the alchemist. It could have something to do with a Virgo. Okay, you're alchemizing this shit. Venusian love. Yes, you are. You're alchemizing all this attack on your reputation. People who did shit for their own fame, fortune, and notoriety. The shit, the illusions, the blockages here, the mystery behind. Yeah, for some of you, it's famous people. Yeah, this is your destiny. North Node, complexity. They were trying to complex your destiny here. This is being alchemized. And some of these famous people that's involved may be getting the guidance to move on. Okay. They may be getting some kind of higher guidance to, you know what? You like your life. You like your life. You like your life. You like what you got so far. You like what you done accomplished so far in your life. You like your churn being, okay, walk away. Walk away. Yeah, the self, the first house, physical body, self-image. Yeah, people was going hard on you. Conscious, opinion, self-awareness, arrival, entry point. Yes, you're alchemizing all of these attacks on your health, your well-being, your reputation, your self-image, as well as the image that they were trying to put people under pertaining to you. Okay? Yeah. Assets. People was trying to make you sick in order for them to gain assets. All this was done for assets. The second house. Okay, but you're about to come up. You're about to alchemize all this shit. Okay, well, you're gonna get your assets, bitch. Come hell or high water, you're gonna get your shitty shit. It's yeah. Gonna get your shitty shit. Okay. Yeah, look at Pluto's transformation hit the floor. Okay. People really was, yeah. You know what they've been doing. Yeah, transformation is here. You know, Folks are going to hit the flow for trying to stop your fucking transformation. That's for goddamn sure. And for trying to, in some cases, for trying to hijack your transformation and then trying to imprison you and your children in some weird alternate Pleasantville shit. Children of the corn, you know. They're going to regret that for damn sure. Trying to benefit off your transformation while keeping you limited and you know, running and dallying their ass off like it's them and shit. Fraudulent motherfuckers. This ain't you, bitch. This ain't you, nigga. You're a fraud. It says inner resources, basic instinct, motivation, personal power, evolution, cycles, death, rebirth. Okay, intensity, reckoning, clearing. Okay, these people came for you, and this is what this done fucked around, and it looks like this is some smoky quartz, you know, points in the pictures. Should you just huh? All this, and it's a volcano, bitch. It's trying to destroy you for kibbles and bits and bits and bits, because they don't got no balls. Or they balls then got by Jezebel. Hey, they balls got repossessed. Yeah, they balls got hijacked. And don't trip, when I use the term Jezebel, I'm not referring to like the traditional shit that many of us came up hearing, because a lot of us don't even understand it. We ain't even getting it, because some of that shit, it be us and it's right there in the pew. Because it's an entity, it is an energy, it's a parasite, it's a frequency. It ain't red lipstick, red toenail polish, and exotic dressing. Okay. And whoa. So I'm just going to end it here. And then let me just put let me reiterate the initials, since that was the main thing. So we have a W like water, P like Paul, M like Mary, F like Frank, L like love, O like octopus, S like Sam, and then R like radio, as these possible initials of these karmics that are hiding in a location that's running from the law and or running from somebody that they owe money from. Okay, because somebody could have footed the bill, paid the bail, something of a serious nature, and they're concerned because they don't have the money, and or they don't want to have to face whatever legal issues this is, and they don't want to have to give up. In some of our cases, they don't want to give up what's not theirs. They don't want to give you what's yours. Okay. Anywho, I hope y'all are able to keep your energy clear your space, your energy, refocus, all the things I talk about constantly. This is your defense. This is going to build strength and immunity in all of the bullshit that these people are up to. Okay. Be safe. Seek out professional assistance if you can and help, but be guided even with that, because you need to know who you can trust and know who you can't. And all I can tell you is this: do not feel obligated to, spill your whole life or tell all of the varied details of what's going on with people you don't fucking know. And I don't care who they are either. Okay. When your life has been under assault, you have every reason, a valid reason, to be suspicious of people and their intentions. Okay. Because some people have vested interest in shit. Okay.